Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I'm an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. If you would like to know more about my knitwear designs, please check in the description below, and there you will find links to my Ravelry designer page. And on that page you can browse through pictures of all of the patterns that I have designed, and if you find one that tickles your fancy, you can get the PDF and knit it for yourself. If you do decide to knit it for yourself, I would love to hear about it. You can either chat with me about it in the comments below, or you could also check in the description for the link to my Facebook group for Watch Barbara Knits. Everybody's welcome there. It is a closed group, but we did that so we can share pictures and chat, and it's more of a back and forth than you can really achieve in the YouTube comments. But you know what? Whatever works best for you. And of course, we're nearing the end of April, which means Secret Shopper. And look, my Secret Shopper very, very helpfully wrote April Secret Shopper on my package. I have had this package for way too long. It has been sitting on my desk. I've been trying to plan ahead, so I have all these lined up for you guys, and I have had it for way too long, and it's been sitting unopened on my desk, and I'm very, very proud of myself for not opening it up prematurely. So also, I wanted to show you guys that I got a new mic. You guys can't see it, but let me see if I can pick it up without making a giant mess. Look at it. Isn't it cute? So I got this new mic, and it's like a legit mic, because if you watch my last couple videos, the sound, the lavalier mic I've been using was just bleh. It was not cooperating and making a horrible thing, and so it didn't work. And so I was using the mic from my webcam, and that was really low quality. So now I have my new fancy mic. The reason I'm pointing this out is because it's directly in front of me, just out of your line of sight, but I have to be careful when I'm opening packages to not whack it. So if you hear any whacking, then that's what's going on. But I'm so excited for Secret Shopper, and we're going to see. This came from the return address. As you can see, it's Artistic Lily. She actually has a real name, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share it. We found each other through Instagram, and she was like, hey, can I be your Secret Shopper? And I was so excited, because this is one of the reasons I have this channel, is to meet and connect with other knitters out there in the community. And Artistic Lily is not only a knitter, she is a yarn dyer. And I will put a link in the description below to her Etsy shop, because oh my God, it's gorgeous stuff. It's a more muted palette, and it's just absolutely beautiful stuff. And I think this is the first time an actual dyer has done Secret Shopper for me. So many, many things to be excited about. So here we go. We're going to see if the little zip thing works for me this time. We know what my track record on this is, don't we? Okay. It worked! That kind of thing never works. So whatever this is a caramel rugged mailer. It actually, the zippy thing worked. Well, sorta. Let's see what else we can do. Am I going to have to bust out my scissors? As you can see, I'm trying not to whack my mic. Huh. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Ooh, let's see what's in here. Oh, a note. Let me read it. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your secret shopper. I hope you enjoy the items I've sent. Oh, I didn't read it. I promise. I didn't. I want to be a surprise. Let's see what we got. But I'll read it later because it looks like she gave me details. My sticky note keeps coming off. Let me flip this around. Don't want to randomly advertise my address. Not that I think anybody'd send me anything. So what do we got here? Look at this. So let's see here. Oh, it's got a pretty little bow. place row counter on needles as any other stitch marker. Each time you come to the counter, move it to the next number in the chain. Use the clip mark the tens place when counting more than 10 rows. And it has, so I'm guessing this is what you store it. So yeah, we got a little storage tin. Okay, tiny containers make me the happiest person in the world. They're so cute. This is really cool. This is a snag-free row counter. So, looky there. I'm going to actually take this off this thing so we can see if we can figure out how this puppy works. Handy dandy scissors. Sorry for all the quiet. I'm trying to figure this out. So place the row counter on the needles. So I would guess you would start. So I think they're just talking about this. So you just use this like a stitch marker. Every time you come to the counter, so I'm guessing you're knitting in the round. So every time you come to the counter, move it to the next number in the chain. Oh, okay. So that makes sense. So you put it on the counter. So when you finish round, you're on your first round. And when you finish the next round, you move it. And so it counts. So you just keep on changing it. Oh, that's so nifty. Can you see? Let me see if I can find a handy needly dude. So, well, this is bad choice, Barbara. So as you do it, so there you go. So, interesting. So then you move it and it tells you what stitch, which round you've done. That is really cool. And then it has this little extra to count tens. I'm going to have to I will find the website for this, and I am sure that it will have much better instructions than I am figuring out myself. But this is really nifty. This is a really cool and pretty way. Look at that. It's got a beautiful little bead on the bottom. How cool. So again, this is from Twice Sheared Sheep. This is super cool. And I'm going to put it in its little dog. How cute is that? I love little guys like this. I have one that's an actual tiny Altoids tin, but this is much cooler because it's not like, hey, you had mints. Okay, see what's next in here. Oh, cool. I've seen these online, but I haven't gotten one. So this is a different kind of stitch gauge. So it's a ruler. Here, let me. There you go. Now you can see it. There we go. It's a ruler. But then it actually, this is really cool. So what you can see is it's got the stitches spaced. So instead of counting, you just lay it over your knitted fabric and you move it until you find a spot where the V's you have match the V's in your fabric. And so it tells you how many stitches are in that. So it goes from 4 stitches to an inch all the way to 9 stitches to an inch. That is super cool. Move the ruler across your knitting until the images of the stitches on the ruler match the stitches in your knitting to get a rough determination of your stitch gauge. If you need more stitches per inch, swatch with smaller needles. If you need fewer per inch, swatch with larger needles. You know what? Just for that little reminder right there, this thing is worth it, because it's the whole, when you're like, oh, I'm off, do I need to get a bigger needle? Because it always gets confusing to me and I have to figure it out. So this appears to be from Ann Budd. This is super cool. And it's a really interesting, different way to do that. And let's see, I think there was one more thing in here. Woo-hoo-hoo. What is this? Yellow paper house. That's don't quit your daydream. That is really apropos. This has, I love things that have instructions. Oh, this is a thank you from Yellow Paper House. It's a pad of some sort. Let me see if it's blank, because blank is always useful, or if it's got something on the inside. Oh, this is sweet. This is for keeping track of your projects. Oh, how cool. So it's like a little portable paper analog version of Ravelry. It has a space for the title and category, started, completed, pattern, author, rating, notes. That is super cool. So it's a way to keep track of all of your projects in a, paper version. Nice. That is super cool. So this is from Yellow Paper House. And now I can read the note from Artistic Lily. Ellie. Okay, so she wrote it on there, so I can say it's Ellie. Barbara, thank you so much for allowing me to be your secret shopper. I do hope you enjoy the items I have sent. The Snag-Free Row Counter from Twice Sheared Sheep, Yellow Paper House Knitting Journal. So this is a knitting journal. And Ann Budd's Stitch Gauge, which she purchased from knitcircus.com. So I will put links to all of that in the description below. If you've watched any of my planner videos, and I think I need to make more planner videos, I like little paper things to write on, because, computers are all fine and well, but there's something to be said about having something in your hands and to be able to carry around and write little notes on. And this is a nice heavy stock. And I like the craft paper, and this is going to wake you up. So super cool little, they called it a knitting journal, which I love the size because it will fit in my knitting bag. And I like that it's stiff because I have one in my knitting bag right now. Is it handy? Let me see if I can find it. I think it's in here. Did I throw it in here? Nothing's ever where you find it. Nope, it's not in here. So I was keeping notes for this project on a little notebook, but in the bag, you got it all folded up because it was not as stiff. So this is super nice that it's a stiff piece of paper. And I think this is really neat. And I've never heard of, other than for this method of figuring out your stitch count. And then, as I said, I will post a link to how to use this better, because I don't think I've described it well, for a Snag-Free Row Counter, which I think is super cool. And you guys know how I love stitch markers. So the description is going to be chock full of awesome stuff today. And thank you. Thank you so much, Ellie, for being my shopper. I am glad I restrained myself from opening up early, because this has been a great, fun opening. And this is awesome. Don't quit your daydream, because, who would have ever thought I was going to be a knitwear designer? Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, click that like button. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.